All right, so today we're gonna just let you know some things that I learned and picked up on after talking with people and some positive interactions. So, being a naturally flavored and sweetened supplements company, every time somebody tries it, they usually love it, or they don't really like it because, it doesn't taste like Ghost and C4 and all that horrible gut disrupting stuff, right? And so one of the ladies that tried the non-stim really loved it. For you that have tried it, the non-stim is a little bit, it's like kind of like a flat country time without the country time, if I may. And she loved it. Then I also was talking with somebody about, the plant protein because, she was struggling trying to get her protein needs in. Surprise, right? We all struggle trying to get some type of, protein in our diet, at least I do. And the first demo was pretty good. The second one, however, talking with other small business owners really does feel good, but it also makes me feel like I'm doing something wrong. So at this one place, I was talking with this one business owner guy who owns his own construction company. He's been doing it for 5 years. And we were just like talking about, the hardest boss to beat, right? Like, this, if you know who Alex Hormozi is. In every business, there's always a boss to beat, right? And he was telling me that he says in the construction industry itself that, trying to find employees is the hardest thing because every 6 months or 8 months or so, there's always a big, turnover with the employees. And I was like, wow. But he was also saying that, he was profiting right off the bat starting in construction. So I was just like, damn, like we're 5 years in and are nowhere near the profits that I would like to see. So like every time I talk to people that profit way off the bat, it's just like always makes me think, am I doing the right thing? Like, why isn't this profiting? Like our supplement margins themselves are, 40%, but there's just so many other costs that have to be factored in. And given that we're not running ads and still self-funded family owned, I don't know. But then he was like basically saying how, owning your own construction business is completely different than running your own supplement line because, with construction, your own business, there's not as much overhead and things of that nature. But he was also telling me that he was spending $2,500 a month in advertising. Wild. I wish we could be spending that. Hopefully going into year 6 we can, but I guess what I'm trying to say is just, talking with other small business owners, it just normalizes the hard because when you talk to them and you hear about what they're going through for their hard, like trying to find employees, like high employee turnover, oh my gosh, like I would literally blow my head off if that was our problem. But at the end of the day, he's making money. So, I just thought I would mention that because we all have something that we think is going through hard, that we're going through that's hard, but we feel like we're the only ones that's going through something hard. But clearly that is not the case. I still feel that, I'm alone sometimes running this because I just don't know what to do next sometimes. But here we are, chugging along, making it do what it do. Demo talks. Over and out.